What's up? What's up? How we doing? We sorry, you kind of caught me off guard there. Let's get rid of that real quick. Do me a favor. We are looking at I was asked to do this skip the line request. By the way, the best way to get me, the quickest way is going to be on Patreon. However, I do read all my comments, drop comments down below. This is on XG Princess page. The other day I guess it reminded people that I am an XG fan, and I do miss checking their stuff out. As far as like new songs, we haven't had a lot lately, so we can run back like live stuff, or I can do some of this longer form content stuff. And by the way, the skip the line is typically for songs. It's tough for me to sit down with a 15-minute, 30, 20, whatever, like your sort of your docu-series stuff is going to be quite a bit longer time. So if I don't get to it right away, I apologize. But anyways, let's jump into this. This is the story of Simon. How it was actually created, part one. I kind of know parts of the story being a fan, but I feel like, do y'all hear that? That's my garage door. We'll wait. I'm just kidding. Do me a favor, go support XG, go like, go subscribe, go support XG Princess down below. Lots of good content on that page. Definitely go throw some love. Let's just dive in.
It's 1984, Rome, Italy. A young Japanese woman and an ambitious Korean man's fates will cross.
Why is this all like X-Files / Stranger Things vibes? Like it's like XG, their paths crossed. Immediately, a demon from the underworld came. We don't know where he came from, but we believe it to be a different planet, a different galaxy. XGALX.
This unlikely encounter will set in motion a chain.
I should narrate some shit, huh? I'm sorry. I'll I feel like that sounded good.
This unlikely encounter will set in motion a chain of events that will lead to something extraordinary. The creation of the world's best girl group, XG. After me.
Now, okay, so I get it. Best is a very subjective term. You could say favorite. They are my favorite. But you could probably run into people that don't feel that way, and that's fine. It's interesting how we'll let this go. I was thinking like the world's best. What defines that? If it's worldwide sales, it's Blackpink. In fandom, it's Blackpink. If it's overall stardom, like with I mean, shit, you could even throw Spice Girls in there from back in the day. You could throw TLC in there. You could throw a girl group, right? But like, how do you define best? Besides, they are my favorite. I'll be honest about that. It's an interesting term to use. Anyways, let's go.
Meeting in Rome, Mayumi Sakai and Jinho Kiwan formed a deep connection and became a couple. Jinho, who served as the head of the planning department for the US military base in Korea, was required to relocate for work. This led the couple to move to Seattle, Washington, where they eventually married. On the 29th of May, 1986, they had their first child, Simon Jinho Sakai.
Damn, I'm way older than Simon. Years.
I was born and raised in Seattle, USA, in a multicultural environment.
The Japanese-Korean family's time in Seattle was brief, as they soon relocated to Seoul. Despite not knowing Korean at first, Mayumi overcame the language barrier and built a remarkable career, serving as a professor at Deokseong Women's University for 29 years.
My parents got married in the US, and my mother came to Korea without speaking a word of Korean and worked as a university professor for a long time.
Raised in a household that embraced both Korean and Japanese traditions, Simon grew up immersed in a blend of cultures that shaped his identity.
It makes a ton of sense too. His parents, like, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna make this long. I just have thoughts, but just with it's not common as far as like your their job choices and sort of where you end up in Seattle of all places, and you have a Japanese and a Korean, and then like you don't know there's a language barrier, and there's like, but obviously both crazy smart and wildly talented to be able to kind of do things the way that they did. But interesting.
Being fluent in Korean and Japanese and proficient in English, he developed a deep appreciation for diverse musical styles. This rich, cultural upbringing fueled his passion for music, setting the stage for his future musical endeavors.
When I was young, my elders would always ask me, "Who do you root for when Korea and Japan play?" In my house, when there was a Korea-Japan soccer match, my father and mother would watch it from different rooms. Since I was young, Korean and Japanese food were always mixed on the dinner table.
That's not a problem. That's a good thing. I want to put on my tree right now. I love Christmas. Just the song makes me happy.
저 같은 경우는 되게 어렸을 때부터 부모님의 영향으로 그 음악을 많이 들을 수밖에 없었던 그 환경에서 음악이 계속 그냥 제 삶의 일부처럼 같이 있었어요. 근데 그래서 그때부터 음악적인 재능을 이제 부모님은 보셨는데 부모님이 이제 계속 공부를 하기를
Excuse me. So I know part of this story too. But it's definitely interesting.
맞았어요. 네. 근데 이제 저는 계속 음악적인 거를 더 좋아했고, 네, 그런 끼나 이런 거는 어렸을 때부터 되게 부리는 걸 좋아했어요. 무대에 뭐 쓰는 것도 당연히 좋아했고, 그래서 언제부터 해야겠다 결심한 거라기보다는 계속 음악은 제 생활의 하나 일부였다고 저는 생각합니다. 네.
This unique environment fostered his passion for music and performance, leading him to pursue formal education at Senzoku Gakuen College of Music in Japan. In 2010, South Korean rapper and entertainer MC Mong scouted Simon Park, recognizing his potential as a rapper and a vocalist. Originally slated to debut with the boy group Dalmatian under Monkey Funch Entertainment, Simon ultimately chose to leave before their official debut to explore solo opportunities. Dalmatian debuted with 6 members: Inati, leader and rapper; Day Day, rapper; Dari, rapper; Jisoo, vocalist; Youngwon, vocalist; Daniel, vocalist. The sextet signed with IS Intermedia Group and debuted with the digital single Round 1, released on September 1st, 2010. On May 7th, 2012, Simon officially joined Dalmatian, replacing former member Day Day, who left for personal reasons, while member Lee Dari enlisted into the army. Shortly after, the group rebranded as DMTN under Two Works Entertainment, marking a new chapter in their career. Simon debuted with the song ER, released on May 15th, 2012 as part of their mini-album State of Emergency. They performed the song on M Countdown the next day. Here are some notable moments during Simon's time in DMTN.
baby girl 무엇보다 너를 사랑해요 결혼해서 행복하게 사는 건 꼭 나랑해요 바람에 못 날아가게 내가 꽉 잡아줄게 추울 땐 옷도 벗어주고 널 꽉 안아줄게
DMTN had their own variety show called Idol TV Dalmatian. These clips give us a better look at Simon's personality.
Just follow me.
It's funny too, because like he's so good at being business, you know, like, and directing the girls, and like keeping that sort of that business mentality on. So yeah, I mean, I've seen bits and pieces of this, but it's not like put together like this. But you know, like it's almost like a lot of times with these idols and like the way that they're, I don't want to use the word groomed, but kind of it's you know, it's damn near, a lot of the times it's damn near like militaristic, like in these they at such a young age, XG included. You go to these, you know, you go to this camp where you want to do something, and it's an elimination show type, you know, where you're just put to the test, dancing until you can't dance anymore and singing until your voice is gone, and then, you know, you get judged on going. I think Simon's got like first of all, a brilliant mindset with sort of how to navigate that, but also like relatability, because he's kind of been through it, right? So in his way of like guiding the girls, he brings something to the table, not only in just like, it's not just like, you know, I'm going to tell you what to do and you do it. It's more so like there's an understanding that we have, you know, that we both have the same goal. We want you to be great, and I'm just trying my best with whatever knowledge I have to get you there. And I think that's, trying to have that relatability, I think is huge with the girls, and why they love and respect him, having come from, you know, a similar background, right?
Just follow me. 내 목소리가 마음에 든다면 주저 말고. 그치 우리 우다 마시노 야바 이코에 여기 나 오세와 미세를 say real shit we're on goddamn word yeah homie word yeah homie hey 나 엉덩이
그래서? 어.
뭐지? 뭐야? 뭐지? 뭐야? 뭐지?
하나, 둘, 셋. 윙윙. 우와, 이거 최초다. 3, 2, 1. 아니야. 안 귀여웠어. 아니야. 3, 2, 1. 고개.
부탁드립니다.
Simon, don't touch my phone. You're excited.
In 2012, in commemoration of the London Olympics, there was an event called the Idol Star Olympics, and I competed in the men's 100-meter dash. My manager at the time told me, since the silver medal will be edited out, you absolutely have to win the gold medal. So I ran desperately and won first place, beating out the strong candidates. After winning, I said, "My father is Korean and my mother is Japanese, so since the Olympics is a place for harmony around the world, I want to give hope to multicultural families." It was entertainment, but I was too serious.
But despite the group's growing momentum, DMTN faced an unexpected crisis. In 2013, DMTN's momentum came to a halt when member Daniel Choi was charged with marijuana distribution. While he tested negative for personal use, his involvement in selling the drug led to a prison sentence. This controversy significantly affected DMTN's group activities, leading to an indefinite hiatus for the group.
Well, hold on though. In what country? It's crazy too how like we all know somebody or has sold something at some point. It's in the States we have like we have people like rotting away in jail from the 80s for having like a gram on them. Meanwhile, we also have murderers, rapists, pedophiles get off. It's absolutely insane. Also, meanwhile, it's like legalized in a lot of places, my state included. So it's crazy. It's crazy to me that like the daunting nature at which like the music is. He was caught with marijuana. I'm like, all right, I was caught with a grocery bag. What does it matter? Who cares, right? I don't know. It's so silly to me. I'm in a state that allows weaponry too. I have multiple guns around me because I was cleaning them earlier today. Literally sitting right next to me. Much more damaging than marijuana. Trust me. Not that that's a threat or a promise. It's just like to show the skewed nature at which kind of laws are made and unmade. I don't know. That's a whole nother topic, but it's that's interesting. That can derail a group's ability to perform by way of somebody kind of getting locked up or hit with some shit. But
the group reunited in 2020 for their 10th anniversary, releasing the digital single Never Forget as a tribute to their fans. Following DMTN's hiatus, Simon shifted his focus to producing.
제이콥스가 JA가 재팬이고요. KO가 코리아고요. PS가 produced by Simon이에요. 결론을 말씀드리면은 제이콥스라는 게 저의 새로운 아이덴티티고 진정한 아이덴티티라고 생각이 드는 게
Under the moniker Jakops, he worked with major K-pop artists, crafting hits such as Ailey's Don't Touch Me and Jungkook's Want You.
여러 가지 있고 저 같은 경우는 여러분들이 아실 만한 노래는 에일리 아세요? 네, 에일리의 손대지 마 아세요? Don't Touch Me? 네, 그거 제가 리릭스 했고요. 그 앨범 다른 노래들은 제가 다 작사 작곡했습니다. 네, 그리고 효성? 전효성 아세요? 전효성의 반해라는 노래 아세요? 몰라요? 내게 반해 Girl you want so fire 그거는 제가 만들고요. 내가 노래하고 있어.
취해서 건들거리는 너를 건들려는 놈들과 달리 I deliver seduction
Hold on, who was that?
In 2015, after years of searching for a company that shared his vision, Simon found his answer in Japan's entertainment giant, AVEX. The two joined forces to create something groundbreaking. Thus, XGALX was born.
What's that?
XGALX はですね、世界で通用するアーティストを育成し、デビューさせるプロジェクトです。最も大事なのは、スターになりたいという思いの強さです。我々は本気です。必ずスターを生み出します。
X갤럭시에는 X가 두 글자가 들어가고 지금은 X갤럭스라는 이름으로 좀 더 다듬어서 이름이 형성이 됐는데 원래는 X갤럭시였습니다. 그대로. 네. 저희 X갤럭스는 글로벌 컬 아티스트 그룹을 양성해내는 그런 새로운 레이블이고요. 5, 6년간 이제 준비하고 구축해온 회사입니다. XG에 대한 뭐 발굴, 육성, 기획, 매니지먼트 그리고 제작까지 독자적으로 진행을 하고 있습니다. 일본과 한국의 문화적 교두보 역할을 제가 이렇게 큰 소리로 얘기하는 게 저밖에 못하는 부분이 분명히 있다고 생각을 합니다. 근데 그런 것들을 저는 이렇게 혼혈로 태어나서 이 두 나라, 더군다나 미국에서 태어났기 때문에 팝 음악과 흑인 음악을 좀 좋아했고 그런 좀 다양한 글로벌 감성을 가질 수밖에 없었던 음악으로서는 하나로 이을 수 있다고 저는 믿고 있고 그 밖에 아트로서 그래서 그런 부분으로 이룰 거라는 확신하에 한 단계 한 단계 열심히 하고 있습니다.
The selection process was rigorous. Simon and his team scouted over 1,300 applicants from Japan, Korea, Vietnam, and Thailand. Only 36 girls were selected to begin training in Japan, and just 15 of them made it to the next stage. Going back and forth between Japan and Korea for 5 years, the training process was relentless.
No, I want some more. Hold on. We're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, if you guys, I don't know if you've checked it out, but like I've ran through like a lot of the sort of the original kind of docuseries stuff. I think most of it's on my channel. Maybe some of it's not, but like the training process and stuff is wild. It's very different. Like in the States here, like you might find groups that are created, or even like over in Europe, like by way of talent show in a different way, right? Where you audition people and somebody's like, somebody may also be named Simon, is like, hey, you guys all could belong together, because you all have like one direction, right? It makes sense. I'm being playful, obviously, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot less exhausted. Whereas like this is like, no, you're gonna show up and go to battle, and if you lose, you're gone. And half the girls were cut. We're not even supposed to be here. From my understanding, right? From I think it's been a minute since I watched it, but excuse me. It's I just had lunch, dude. I'm like trying to, my body's like digesting something, and I'm like talking a lot now, and it's like, nah, you can't really do that, dude. But it's crazy to kind of watch that stuff back. You know, if you haven't, like, if you're an XG fan or not, even if you're not, go look at what they went through to get there. And it'll give you a healthy understanding as to what that took, because it's very, very different there than anything that you've probably seen unless you're from there. As far as like how creating, it's not like you can't just sign up and become an idol. No, you're groomed, and you have to earn it too. So if you ever question any one of their talent levels, they've been through some shit. So they've notched, you know, every bar or step that they have to, and climbed every ladder. There's a reason they're where they're at, and there's a reason that they're beloved like they are. So, anyways, go support XG, go like, go subscribe. Appreciate you sending this in. Always cool to check out and learn more. Sorry that we're running long on a video, but like I said, I will make videos longer. That's what I'm here for. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. We'll talk to you on the next.